Hello and welcome to Lord Fenton Gaming Reviews Assassin's Creed Valhalla. I'm your reviewer of Lord Fenton. In this review of Assassin's Creed Valhalla, we're going to ask the burning question: is Assassin's Creed Valhalla worth playing, or is it one of those relics you find in a game that is absolutely terrible? As always, like, comment, and subscribe to my channel for more reviews like this, and do not forget to hit that notification bell so be updated and more. Now, please note for this review, there will be some coarse language, so if you get offended by that, I don't know what else to tell you. And yeah, there'll be some points I will definitely spoil. So I'm going to go ahead and start the review, and here we go. Let's go ahead and talk about the graphics right now. I'm going to say this for next generation title, or actually cross generation title to be exactly precise. It looks great and wonderful. Now, I played this when I started my Let's Play series on the PlayStation 4. Then I went to the 5. Oh my goodness, it looks wonderful. It looks great in 4K. The characters are well designed. And weather even looks great, plus more. I'm going to go ahead and zoom in right now on Ranvi. Even characters like Ranvi looks wonderful, and it's a huge step up from AC Odyssey. Now, let's go ahead and talk about the cross-gen saves. Yes, it's a good feature. So, for example, you've been playing this on the PlayStation 4, trying to get that PlayStation 5 for weeks, then you finally got it. Well, guess what? You could transfer that progress from the PlayStation 4 to the 5. Same thing with the Xbox One to the Xbox One X. Unfortunately, the only disappointment is you cannot transfer any of those trophies/achievements you previously earned, but still, you get to play your playthrough on a newer console system, which is a good thing. Let's go ahead and talk about the upside of the music and sound in Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Yeah, that is right. Ubisoft this time pulled some famous composers, especially one of them from the Vikings TV show. And it's in this game. I'm going to say this. It sounds wonderful and great. I am very sorry I cannot play the music at all, copyright reasons, but still, if you're not going to be streaming or anything like that, take time to listen to the music. As for the sound, yeah, I absolutely love the sound in this game. Now, let's go ahead and speak about the skill system. I absolutely did enjoy it. So, for example, you start out with 0 power. You have to either do some quests, kill some people, or do some of these collectibles in order to power up. More powerful become, more regions you could definitely conquer. This is a nice way to cap you in case you are going too far of a region that's way too tough for you. Also, when you look at the skills, you get to check them out. Now, once you do reach the magical number to 400, you get masteries, just like the previous Assassin's Creed Valhalla game, but instead it's a lot more simpler. So yeah, the skill system is on the right track. Now, I absolutely did enjoy the stories, the freedom to do them in any order, most of them actually, so that's a very good thing. Yeah, some of the choices are in the game too for the story. We'll get more on the choices later on. Yeah, so you will need to get a few skill points in order to easily do the story. So in other words, it just makes you think, should I do this one now or should I do this one later? Or better yet, I should get the collectibles then come back here to sweep the story. So yeah. The story's on the right path, and I did enjoy it. Now, what I do like about Assassin's Creed Valhalla is doing the collectibles and other activities, including the mini games, going fishing, looking for mysteries to solve, artifacts to do, and finally collect some wealth. Yeah, they didn't hold your hand on some of these wealth. For example, you gotta get extra keys for this. Other than that, you will not be bored with this game by doing activities like this. Let's go ahead and talk about the Viking Era for Assassin's Creed Valhalla and how the developers nailed it. They absolutely nailed it on the spot. Yeah, that is right. Not only you do stuff in Norway, also in England too. Even the mythological lands, yeah, they nailed those perfectly. So I'm going to say it's kudos to the developers of this game for nailing this part right. Now, the user interface for the most part of the game is crisp, easy to see. So if you're not in the combat, anything like that, this is what you see. Now, if you're in the combat, like for example, aiming bow and arrow, yeah, you see the icons there. Real easy to see your targets and more without any of the clutter at all. Also, getting through the menus is very simple and really easy too. Also, you can save your game if you want to, go to the store. So I felt like the UI Ubisoft did a wonderful job on, and it's not cluttered at all. Now, let's go ahead and talk about the controls in the game. It's very fluid, very smooth. You can hit a button, not much delay at all, which is a very good thing. And it's much better than AC Unity. Yeah, I still have an issue about AC Unity's climbing. You can climb things very easily in the game with a few buttons push, and it's really simple. So yeah, they did a wonderful job of maintaining the wonderful controls from the previous Assassin's Creed game, which is Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Let's go ahead and talk about the upside of the post-release content and the free DLC stuff. I absolutely did enjoy playing it. In other words, it keeps the game fresh. You could get to keep on playing it. So this way, you get some new things or even do some more fun things. Like, for example, the river raids. Yeah, that's right. And you could get new armor, like, for example, the St. George stuff, the St. George sword. And, of course, anything else you want to get cosmetically. So, yeah, Ubisoft did this in the right direction for releasing this stuff free instead of charging you an extra arm and leg for it. They still kept the traditional open worldness of Assassin's Creed series, and this time they brought it to the Viking Age. Yeah, that's right. Viking Age in England and Norway, and plus the other lands too. You can still go to sync points to sync up, jump down from those sync points without dying. They brought back the hidden blade to one-shot foes if you know what you're doing. So you get to fight like a Viking and an assassin at the same time with this wonderful gameplay. Now let's go ahead and talk about the load times in this game. Yeah, it is not like Borderlands 3 at all. Otherwise, I would definitely pull that side to side. Load times are actually really quick, so you see the load screen right there. And about a few seconds later, you're going to be done with the loading screen. Yeah, see, load times are fast and quick without any hassle at all. And you want that in a game like this. Now, you're wondering, is the making choices in this game really worth it? And does your choices help you out? I'm going to say this. Yes, it does. There'll be some simple ones to avoid paying this lady here by doing some flighting and get your charisma up. Or, for example, go ahead and try to kill her. Also, later on in the story with Sigurd, there are some very important choices that will determine your ending. Yeah, that's right, folks. There are exactly two endings to this game. So, in other words, replay value is up there. So, yeah, choice making in this game, I felt like it's in the right direction. Let's speak about combat. I felt like Assassin's Creed Valhalla, one of its highest points is actually the combat. Now this time around they did some major improvements. You cannot just swing your blade like crazy or swing your axe and thinking, yeah, I'm going to definitely make it. No. You keep on swinging, eventually you run out of stamina and you're open for attacks. That's right. And there's certain attacks you got to watch out for. And that's a really nice thing to do in combat. So for example, red, dodge, gold, go ahead and parry, and then counter. Yeah, you could do counters too. In the option menu, you could also turn on the gore and do some nice fatalities. Yeah, you see this guy right here? He's about to definitely get it. So yeah, combat is definitely in the right direction for Assassin's Creed Valhalla. The previous Assassin's Creed games, for example, Assassin's Creed Road had assassins. You get to counter assassin, which was really good. Assassin's Creed Black Flags, you have ships to raid. And the older games, you get to do races. Whoa, guess what this game has I love the most? That's right, everyone, raids. You get to raid monasteries and churches for supplies for your settlement. speaking of your settlement, more supplies you get, the more level your settlement is, which is a good thing. The raids are definitely worth your time to do. It's really fun. It's a blast, and I absolutely loved it in this game. The trophy slash achievement system is alright. There are some good ones, like for example, doing the collectibles and the story, and looking for hidden weapons. For example, Excalibur and Thor's hammer. The problem with that is yeah, it's really vulnerable to bugs this time. So if a said trophy slash achievement is a bug, well, good luck waiting for it to get fixed. It took a while for one of them to get fixed, so it could have been better in that department, but still, it's there at least. Let's go ahead and speak about the difficulty in this game here. It's alright. It could have been better. It could have had enemies, for example, match your power level like they did in Odyssey, or a little bit emphasis on failing missions. Yeah, for example, starting out, yeah, it could be hard, but after a while of powering up your character and upgrading your equipment, even getting some of the best weapons and armor in the game, yeah, things got much easier. Even if you're playing on Dragon difficulty, so yeah, difficulty should have some rooms for improvement. I've spoken about the upside of the collectibles. The downside is all these collectibles can be tedious. Seriously tedious. You have to get every single one of them if you want to go for completions all the way. Not only in England, Norway, but the mythical lands too. Yeah, it can really strain on you, and you're like going, yeah, I should probably take a break from playing this game instead of keep on playing. Still, the reason why I put it in this section is, yeah, because some of the collectibles you will need to upgrade your weapons and armor. So yeah, next time they should do a little bit more better method of how to handle collectibles in this game. Now let's speak about the story structure. It is kind of weak in this game. No chapters, anything like that to organize to do the story, or even doing them in certain order. Yeah, you could do them by power level. Eventually, you'll get to one point where you have to actually beat the game. Many people will do is just race towards the end, and that's it. They'll won't do some of the other arcs, or they won't do the Hanton Shire arc, which I kind of wish they would did a better structure on how to deal with the story of the game. Let's go ahead and talk about one of Ubisoft's fuck ups, the Order of Ancient Members being hidden. Yeah, that is right. You see this guy right here, the arrow. The outline, you could tell very quickly that he's a bald guy with a beard and wears some kind of fur thing. Well, the other Assassin's Creed games, especially the older ones, did a better job of hiding the targets you're supposed to kill. This game, no. They basically gave it away to you. Made it too fucking easy. Now, normally when I do review a game, I do give previews of the sound and music. However, due to the fact this game is extremely not streaming friendly, I couldn't do it at all. So if you're planning on streaming this game, you're shit out of luck. That is right. You have to turn music all the way down, even the sound all the way down, because the fuckers on the ships will sometimes sing a very popular song you heard from the 80s or 90s. That is not cool. Yeah, you can get copyright strikes for that too. So Ubisoft should have done was put some alternative music in there. It's 2021 for Christ's sakes. Other games do it. This game unfortunately does not, and they dropped the ball on that big time. Now let's go ahead and compare the two games. The previous one, Assassin's Creed Odyssey, and this one, Assassin's Creed Valhalla, for number of free DLC. Now in Assassin's Creed Odyssey, you had those Lost Tale of Greece, even the Greece lesson you have to learn. It was a good learning tool, and plus those bi-weekly mercenary hunts and bi-weekly ship hunts. Well, what does this game have? Two exactly. The river raids you're seeing right now and the Yuletide Festival. That is it. The support is really lacking. However, you get to pay for cosmetic weapons and armor. Well, that is not fucking great. The lack of support of that will eventually kill your need to actually play this game when the content comes out. I mean, I felt like Assassin's Creed Odyssey did a much better job in getting the post-game stuff than Valhalla. Yeah, the developers do need to step up on the free stuff a lot more than the pay stuff. Let me talk about stealth in Assassin's Creed Valhalla. It's one of its weak points. Yeah, you could do stealth kills until you get caught. The missions, there's not much stealthiness you could do. Well, there's a few kills you could do stealthily and get away with it, but still, it's not like the other Assassin's Creed games. Yeah, you mess up on a stealth kill, you get sent back to a checkpoint. You mess up on a stealth kill, yeah, you're just combating like crazy. So yeah, I feel like the newer Assassin's Creed games are slowly, or I should say, almost going at a fast pace of getting rid of stealth for open-endedness. I do kind of wish they definitely brought back that stealth goodness that we all loved from the older Assassin's Creed games. Let's go ahead and talk about one fucking criminal in this part of the game, the fucking Carnite Stone physics. Yeah, that's right. It's one of the collectibles you have to do, and it sucks. And when you get to more of the tougher ones, the physics get worse and worse, especially if you're on a console like the Xbox One X or the PlayStation 5. PC has a little bit of tolerance, but still the physics is really poor and it fucking sucks. Here's another issue I see, and it is a really screwed up issue. It is the white icons for the artifacts, and when you do some of the stuff, like for example discovering an area, white fonts. This is really bad when it's in the fucking snow. That is right, everyone. White on white is not good. At least we have black outline and then have a white in the middle. That would do fine. As for the artifacts, have a different color. Red is good. So yeah, they dropped the ball on this shit. Now, while I'm taking my rage out on these guards, let me explain about the ending. It is a fucking cliffhanger. Now, the problem with cliffhanger endings is, what if the base game is really bad? Well, this game is decent enough, but still, what if it's bad? You don't want to buy the DLC. Well, you're not going to complete the story, so only way to really complete the story is fuck you, pay me. That's what Ubisoft is trying to tell you that. I am disappointed in the ending. Yeah, I felt like it could have been better. It just should have been a normal ending, no cliffhanger bullshit. Then let the DLC tell its own story. Instead, we have to pay for the extra story, which is a huge freaking disappointment. Now, the worst fucking criminal in this game is the bugs and glitches and the lack of testing. They should have done was to catch many of them day one, or better yet, delay the game. Instead of not delaying the game, they rushed it out like Cyberpunk 2077, and result is it's a very glitchy and buggy game. Some trophies and achievements, a few of them now are bugged to this day, while others are fixed thanks to the River Raid patch. However, the Q&A in this game needs massive improvement. Yeah, you see this glitch you're seeing right here, you think it's funny, but no, it could lead to other bad things. Even the fire bug happened to me, like everybody else. I'm disappointed in it. It should have been tested better, or better yet, delay it. I mean, come on, Nintendo delay most of their games if they're running issues like this. You know what? Ubisoft should start doing that same policy as Nintendo. What is the final verdict for Assassin's Creed Valhalla? Here it is. 25% off with the score of 7 out of 10. Despite the fact that the Order of Ancient Members was really easy to figure out, the bugs and glitches that should have been Q&A better, or better yet, the game should have been delayed. This game is still fun. The combat is wonderful. The raids are really good. The Viking Era is really shown, and of course the graphics, yeah, it looks gorgeous, especially on the PlayStation 5 version I am reviewing. Well, everyone, this is it from my AC Valhalla review. This is Lord Fenton signing off. Thank you for watching and have a wonderful day or night. Please stay safe. Please subscribe to my channel for more AC Valhalla videos just like this. If you like what you see, then pick my suggestion on the upper left hand corner or the bottom left hand corner YouTube suggestion. Have a wonderful day or night. Please stay safe.